Hi everyone, welcome to lesson 12. This week we're going to work on graphing lines and finding slopes of lines, and we're going to be working on plural nouns for our English exercise this week. Over here you can see the lessons. We are getting right near the end. We're in lesson 12. We've got 2 more lessons after that. So I wanted to give you guys kind of a heads up of what's going on. This week is pretty straightforward, just the normal stuff. Next week you do have a portfolio project. Your portfolio project next week is pretty easy. You guys have done this before. It's just the charts, lines, and graphs visual chart report. So that's to get you ready for your exam, which will be in week 14. At the end of week 13, you also have your end of course evaluation. And then week 14 is totally different than the other weeks. We do not have a discussion board during week 14. You will have 3 major assignments due, and the due dates, if you need to pay attention to the due dates, on mine it says it's due April 7th at 10 a.m. You need to make sure you double check. April 7th is a Friday, so it's not the normal Saturday due date. You need to double check and make sure that you pay attention to that due date. It's going to be different than mine because I'm in a different time zone than you are. But go look at the due date and make sure you pay attention to the due date for lesson 14. You have a portfolio project due, and I will go over this in just a second. A math final exam and an English final exam. Make sure you plan your time accordingly so you can get all those done in the right amount of time. This portfolio project needs to be done before the gathering on Thursday night. And for the portfolio project, if you click in here, what you're going to do is you're going to open this up. When you click on this right here, the lesson 14 final portfolio project, it downloads this document for you. And I'm going to see if I can open this up really quick. Of course not, it's not opening. Open. And what this does is it downloads a Microsoft Word document. And you're going to take this document and you're going to answer these questions. First question, have you changed any financial habits as a result of what you've learned in this course? If so, explain what you have changed. You're required to type 5 to 10 complete sentences. And it's recommended for each of these questions, you need to type 5 to 10 complete sentences. And it's recommended that after you're done typing these sentences, that you have maybe 1 or 2, maybe even 3 people go and read over your answers to make sure that the spelling's correct, that the grammar's correct, that the punctuation's correct. We want capital letters at the beginning of sentences. So make sure that it is perfect before you turn it in. And so you're going to type it right on here, save this document, and then you're going to submit that document down here. So make sure you read through all of the instructions here before you do this. Remember, this is week 14. I'm just giving you a preview, a heads up, so you know what's coming up. So this week, pretty straightforward. Everything's pretty much the same as normal. Lesson 13, pretty much the same as normal. You have an end of course evaluation of portfolio project. And then lesson 14, that's in 2 weeks. That's when you have your reflections due, your final math exam, and your final English exam. This final reflection, you could do this ahead of time. Maybe in week 12 or in week 13, if you have a little bit of extra time, you might want to start working on that now instead of waiting till week 14. So that way you have more time to study and do your math and English finals. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Have a great week. I'll see you guys online.